can go.
All right. Well, hello, Team Fireball. Welcome to our Monday team call. So happy for you guys to join us tonight. And we're just going to really, and my name's Allison, for those who might not know me, but I just wanted to talk a little bit tonight about our LifeVantage app, because the app is something that the company has really, honestly, it's been one of the biggest investments in our company to give us this tool to really help us build our business. It really helps to simplify and streamline on the system that we're trained on, which is the ITT, the invite, the team, the tool, the team. And, I feel like it's really underutilized. And I think it's because a lot of us who have been in LifeVantage for years and years and years, we've seen different versions of the app kind of come and go, and we get excited about it. And then we try it and something glitches, and then we just kind of forget about it. And so I'm guilty of that. And granted, we have had a change of guard when it comes to the IT department within LifeVantage, and we have a really incredible team right now that has just made the app so much more user-friendly, so much easier to incorporate into our business. And so I just felt like it was really important to kind of highlight that. And I think especially for like the younger people that are coming on to the team too, that, I mean, everybody's on their phone, and we have a global business that we can run from our phone. And so we really need to take advantage of that, because how many times do you, hear people asking you, well, can you send me information about this, or what stories do you have about this, and how great would it be just to have something that's already in your app with saved in your favorites that you can just literally shoot to them. You don't have to search through the internet, you don't have to search through your email. It's just literally in the app, and the app is going to keep track of everything that you're sending out to prospects. And so I think if we can just get used to running our business instead of just texting on our own, emailing on our own, because then, or even Facebook Messenger, all these different things outside of the app, sometimes it's really hard to keep track of who have I talked to, what have I sent them, when do I need to follow up? And that's really where the app comes in, because if we just go through the app to talk to people, we're able to do it through text messenger, through social media, through email, and the app will keep track of all that for you. So all you have to do when you're trying to figure out who have I talked to, what have I sent them, where did I send, stuff to them, it's all going to be tracked in your app. And the great thing is the app is going to remind you to follow up. And so it's almost like having a personal secretary that is going to remind you of, hey, you invited so-and-so, and now it's time to follow up. Hey, they looked at the video you sent to them. It's time to follow up and see what they thought. You can send your personal link, with a shopping cart directly through the app. And it will remind you if they haven't ordered to check in with them, but it will also tell you if they ordered. And then it will tell you things like if the subscription can go through. So it's just an incredible tool that I feel like we really, really need to train our new people coming on board to immediately get that app downloaded, start engaging with it, practicing using it. And the more you use it, and they're constantly making improvements with it, but the more we use it, the more comfortable we're going to get. And I think really this is a great way to help our team grow, because not only will it just assist us in kind of the reminder part of it, and just telling you it has scripts. How many of us think like, what do we say? How do we like talk to this person? We like have a prospect we want to, share something with. Well, the great thing is like the app will actually come up with, it'll give you like a script, which you can totally customize. You don't have to use it, but it kind of gives you a guideline of how to even broach the subject, how to introduce it to them, how to follow up. So you have the script that will pop up that you can totally use, but then you can also personalize it, customize it. So anyway, I just feel like this is something we really should utilize. So, so I'm going to share a little bit about a training that Sarah Harding did, Pro 8 in LifeVantage, and she did a great job. I felt like of kind of highlighting some of the really cool things about the app. If you don't have the app, number one, if you're not on the call tonight, pause the video and download it either on Google Play or your app store on Apple. It's just called the LifeVantage app. So download it, sign in using your distributor ID number, your password that you sign into your LifeVantage virtual office with. And if you're brand new on the app, it will walk you through some just general questions and prompts, and you'll have an opportunity to put in your personal link so that anything that you're sending to prospects is going to, you can attach your personal link to, so that if they order, it comes straight back to you. So anyway, it really prompts you through all that initial stuff. And then, so that's the first step, download the app. And also don't forget, if you have downloaded the app and haven't used it for a while, make sure you go and update it, because as glitches and things happen or improvements are made, they're going to update, the app. So just make sure you go and you have the latest version. So I'm going to just share now some of this training with Sarah Harding, and then I think we'll just afterwards kind of talk about some questions, if anybody has any questions or things that they've really gotten out of the app, then they can talk about it. So if you are on your phone, turn sideways. The screen may be a little bit small to see if you're on your phone. Your laptop is pretty easy, but if you turn your phone sideways, I think you'll be able to see it better. So I'm going to go ahead and share. And just let me know, give me a thumbs up if you can hear in a minute.
But I'm gonna share here. Thumbs up, Kamal, you can see my app okay?
Yeah,
okay.
I see it, Sarah.
Perfect. So if you want to play along with me, go ahead and pull out your app. And to see this screen, if you show up and you see something like this, just click the people section down at the bottom. And this is kind of your dashboard. This is your menu. So you can make selections on what you want to go and do next. If you're a brand new distributor, that very first section that says prospects, you're going to want to click there. You don't have to click here to add a prospect, but you can check in here and see how many people you have in your app right now that you're working through the ITT. Now, if you notice under the word prospects, you can see the words all, invite, tool, and if you slide a little bit, you can see the second T in ITT. So I know by now you've heard invite, tool, team. Sorry, I have to shut off my sound. You've heard invite, tool, team, or ITT. Here's how you can check your ITT tracker digitally in the app. These are how many people are in the invite status, meaning I've invited them to take a look at something and they maybe haven't seen a tool. And these are the people that are in the tool section. So I have shared a tool with them. And here are the people that are in the third party status. That's my husband there. For those of you that recommend, I often use him as a test account here to share with people how to run their ITT system. And here are the members that have closed. One thing that you'll notice is when someone becomes a customer, they're going to pop out of close and show up in your organization. So what I just did here is I hit that little back arrow. If you see the top left, there's a little back arrow to get me back to this main screen. Or if I couldn't see that arrow, I could just hit the word people down at the bottom and come back to the main screen. So that's how I use my ITT tracker. That's our digital version of it, okay? Down at the bottom of your app is the plus button. You can add a potential customer, someone that you're in a conversation with, add them manually or import them from contacts. Pretty simple. When you add a person in there, it's going to walk you through every step of the way what you need to do with that particular person. So I'm going to click the people button and go back to organization. And in organization, you can see your customers, your distributors, and all. Okay, one of my favorite features in here is sending a message to many people at one time. So I click the people button to go back. Now see the little messages down at the bottom, clicking messages and the pencil at the top right. Now I click the pencil so I can write a message to a bunch of people at one time. And it doesn't show up as a group message. It's one of my favorite features. So I clicked on my distributors and I'm going to add my distributors in here. Okay, now I would go through the whole thing. Now see at the top, I'm sliding side to side. See how they all have a matching blue bubble? That means I'm trying to communicate that with them using the same format, the SMS message. I'm going to try to find someone who maybe doesn't have their phone number in here. I worked to get everyone's phone number. Here's one for you so that I can send a group message to all SMS, and Kamal, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you send a message to everyone using SMS, it'll work fine. But if you have one little person here, this person has email, check. See the green, she has a little green swirly, the @ sign. If I try to send a message to her, it may or may not go through. Is that right, Kamal, still?
That is correct, Sarah.
Okay, so we want to send messages to everybody using the same format. So what I would do here is click on Kimberly McClurg because she shows up with the green button, and I'm going to want to change her. So to go back and repeat what I just did, I clicked on Kimberly McClurg because she has a green button. You can see the blue check mark by her email. I'm going to switch it to her phone number in-app messaging. I prefer in-app messaging because that is where we get all of the maximum benefits of the app for tracking purposes, notification purposes. All of the benefits happen when you use SMS or in-app messaging, okay? So I've just changed Kimberly McClurg, and now everybody has a matching blue little button, okay? So I'm gonna hit next. I'm sending a message. I can't spell. I really can't spell. Happening Saturday. Okay, so I just sent this message. It's not going to show up to them like I sent a group message. Allison and Alicia and Allie, they're not all going to see each other. And in fact, when I go back to my messages, do you see now it shows you that Brianne, all these distributors, they all got that message. It went to them as like an individual message, but I was able to do it in one step. This is amazing. I'm going to show you another new feature with that in a minute, but that's how I communicate with my distributors. And with our new daily wellness coming out, you're going to find that this tool is really handy as well. So that was under organization, right? I was communicating with people. I'm already getting responses with my distributors. They're registered for Elite Academy. So it's great. Now we're going to click on me. And this is how you manage your daily bonus. Okay, you can see your daily pay right here, and you can slide to see your organizational volume. Okay, this is important information. See the green circle right here? If you click on those dots, that's how you can email customer support, call customer support, report an issue, or send feedback within the app. You can also see the saved cards that I've saved in here. Okay, so some of those need to be edited, but this is a great place to find out what's going on in your organization. Kamal, did I miss anything, or can I move on to the report section?
Sarah, do you mind taking a minute to talk about under me, your PV and how you can track your PV and organization volume?
Absolutely. So in our organization, we do contests where we show the green. So you'll see that I'm in the red right now, but it is the 10th of the month. So I'm not fretting yet, but I do need to go get some new customers. If you click on that little red box, you can change it to percentage. So you can see how much volume you're up or down, or what percentage. You can also see your legs, and you can see where they're at down below. So I just scrolled all the way down. That's my PV, and then going to OV, you can see where you're at. Now, the thing that might be confusing for some people is that it says that you're down, it says that I'm down 2,555 according to the 10th of February. So this is the 10th of March. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm down for the month, but I like to see myself growing by at least 2,500 between each auto ship date, and we're a little bit behind on that. But that's how I track things, and how we really how I teach our team to do that as well. Now, if I go to people, organization, distributors, and I'm not going to
Did we lose Allison? I think we lost her.
All right, sorry.
Okay,
My
there she
Zoom
is.
just crashed. Hang on. Oh my gosh. Hang on. Hang on. Oh my gosh. My Facebook recording is, hang on. Let me pause the other. I hate my internet. I'm just telling you, I hate my internet. Okay. The kids were like, can you please call Starlink, the Elon Musk satellite thing today? Okay. Anyway. All right. Let me just share. Okay. Where was I? Okay, here we go. Yeah. There's sound.
Lots of them. She's pretty active in her app. So we can find out what's going on. Is she really using the app to the fullest? Is she following up with people? I can kind of help coach her through that. I'm not saying that she wouldn't tell me the truth, but sometimes it feels like we're doing a lot, but we can see exactly how much we are doing. So that's how we use those net numbers to kind of manage our organization. Did I miss anything there, Kamal, that you wanted to see?
No, that was perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So before I go on to the reports, because this is a new section that you, at the time of this event tonight, you may not be able to see this, but you'll be able to see it pretty soon. I'm going to skip over to the library and then we're going to come back to the reports. So the bottom of my app, I have something called the library. Now in here, you'll see our latest media that has been given to us by our media team. And I like to go through and watch these when they're new, and I will favorite them. See the little heart if you save them? Then when I go to my favorites, everything that I share regularly, which I need to unfavorite some of these older things. So I'm unfavoriting things that I maybe don't share anymore. If you favorite them, you won't get lost and sucked into the amazingness of all the options that you have out here. And I favorite things that I like to send to my team that I think they should watch. Or if someone asks me like, hey, what about Pet Tandem? I don't understand Pet Tandem. I save my favorite to-date training on Pet Tandem so I can quickly share it to my team. So you can see when I click on it, there's the square or rectangle with an arrow pointing upwards. That means I can share it. If you haven't seen this, we have new suggested messages that you can send with information, or you can customize it. So again, I'm going from left to right, clicking suggested, custom, or none. If you just want to send that video to someone. Now, I wouldn't necessarily want to include a product link with that, but I'm just showing you that you have that option. So see the little slider button, it says include product link with message. You can do that. And I love doing this now because when we had the probiotic promotion, I would send the probiotic promotion graphic and I would include the link. We're just going to pretend it's this. Okay, I would include the link to the Tri-Synergizer in case they didn't know what the Tri-Synergizer was. Omega, sorry, it was Omega. So this is what I would do, okay? And I would send that, and that would send the message with my link to the product so they could add that product promotional thing into their cart. So that's a new feature that's really important to understand. So with Daily Wellness coming out, you're going to want to go through and watch these and save some of them as your favorites. So they're ready for you to send right away, because someone's going to say, what's fermented yeast? Like, why should I take it? What are the benefits? And you want to use a tool. Save these tools so they're ready for you to share. Now, something that I get asked a lot is if you go to the library and I click on this video and you hit the share button and I just social share, I'm just going to send it as a text message to someone. Like I'll send it to Kamal on WhatsApp. Okay. So if I send that to him, I didn't really use the ITT. Okay. I just sent Kamal some information. What I want to do is I want to click on people, organization, a potential customer. I'm just going to pick here. I'm going to use my husband. So, or sorry, he's a distributor. So I'm going to use my husband and I want to share some information with him. If I go to his profile right now, he's my prospect, go to his profile. I want to share something to him from here. That's when we're using the ITT, we're using the ITT process instead of sending him something just outside of the app. I hope that makes sense. But whenever you want to do that, don't go to the library first. Go to your prospect's card first and then send them information. Now, if this was a prospect, let me show you what they look like. Sorry, go to prospects, go to, here's someone. So going to her, it tells me what's next. Okay, I need to follow up with her. Now, this is where I would want to send her a message and, sorry, yes, continue. So this is where I would want to send her some information so that I can actually follow up with her and use the ITT process to the fullest. So here's the little daily wellness. Okay, I'm not going to send that to her because she's asked me to wait a bit to follow up. So that is using the library versus using the ITT flow. Now I just click people multiple times to get myself back to the screen. So let's go on to I'm going to do the events first. So earlier I received a push notification right here from LifeVantage that says app training tonight at 6 p.m. I'm going to click on this and it took me straight to the event inside of the app. Okay, so it says the app training that's occurring. You're watching it right now. So I could join the meeting if it was available, but it's not because it's happening right now. And I could also copy the link or I could share it with my team. I'm going to hit the back button and I'm going to actually click on people a couple times until you can see the events. It's at the bottom. So see the Virtual Elite Academy?
Sean, I've got
Same
a question,
thing here.
You know, and I have to admit, it's not
co-working in the same space.
So one thing I want to add is that particular feature that Sarah was showing earlier. When you click on a push notification, it was taking you to the app training details. That is not in the current version, and it will be available.
I'm going to pause for 1 second because if you're looking at your app right now and you go to people, you're not going to see the events show up there. So actually what you have to do, you'll see, at least on my app, I see prospects, organization, and then me. And to see the events, what you do is you hit that middle icon, which is like the LifeVantage icon. And then it will take you to another menu where you can see the reports, the promotions, the events, the leaderboard, share a cart. So right now, if you click on events, you'll see LifeVantage Academy, the Activate 2022 Global Convention 2022. So they have updated this since this training. So I just wanted to let you know, if you're looking and don't see it, that's how you find it. So, all right.
Will be coming out in a couple of days. So stay tuned, go to App Store and look out for the latest version, and it will have more features. And then Sarah will be sharing a couple of other features that will be coming out in next couple of days.
Yeah, good point, Kamal. And with that, though, you are able to send a message to your distributors and you can add a link. Okay, so you could add the link, or going back to the events, in normal situations, you would be able to share this with your distributors. Okay, so I could invite everyone to an event or a training that way. Okay, so we're going to go back to the reports. And Kamal, did you say when this was going to be available?
It will be, we are going to push it to the App Store tonight, which means it could be available anytime, either tomorrow or maybe on Friday morning. So
okay, awesome. And I know you guys worked really, really hard to get this out to us right before we launched the Daily Wellness, because it specifically helps us with the launch of Daily Wellness.
Okay, I'm stopping the share because that was annoying me on that voice interruption. But I think that's really a huge, like, the gist of it is just getting to know the app. And I mean, think about too, like these events, but we're having with the Lead Academy, the the Salt Lake City event that's going on, like just being able to reach out to all your distributors through the app to invite them and promote this event. And so there's just so many great tools that, we have that we can do if we just start practicing. And, I know for me, when we were first starting to play with the app, it's just, we can put in each other as a prospect, just so that you can get the hang of it, to see what your prospects are going to, be able to see from you, the media you want to share. So just if you want to get comfortable, I would say just find a partner that you can like hook up with and be like, hey, even if it's a prospect, this is a great way to just engage prospects and be like, hey, my company launched this app and I'm really trying to get used to it. Is it okay if I plug you in and just share some stuff with you and get your feedback on this app? And you know what? They may see some of the stuff you're sending and want to actually know more and maybe purchase some products. So who knows? But it's a great way to kind of just indirectly get people exposed to what we're doing by just saying, hey, I'm trying to figure this app out. Can I plug you in and just get your feedback? So, all right, we're at the bottom of the 30 half hour. So I just want to open up to Jenny and Abby, since you guys are using the app, can you share anything that's been really helpful to you? Anything that wasn't covered in this video?
I use it a lot just to jump in and kind of look at my back office instead of having to log in on my phone. So in that section that you can go to people and me, and you can look at your personal volume, then your organizational volume. I use that a lot. I like the decks of cards that are on the first page because it notifies you when an order's dropping, or when their order has been shipped, or if a subscription has failed, it'll notify you of that as well. And then you can click the continue button and it'll walk you through the process to text the customer, or however that, email, however you have that communication set up in there. Because I like those notifications to know when things are coming through. And I use the library a lot. I did learn though that I should be going back to my organization and finding my customer there instead of staying in the library and sharing from the library, because I didn't realize that it tracks it differently that way. But I do utilize that library a lot too. So those are some of the fun things that I do with it.
Yeah.
I don't know, she did say that I'll send stuff as a text message, but I like to send it from my phone number, not from the app. Because I've done it from the app before, and then I've had people text back and say, who is this? Even though it says this is Jenny Field, I feel like if it comes from my phone number, it's more personable.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Yeah. And that when the app first came out, we couldn't do that. And so that was a lot of feedback that people sent. And so you can still see, it will track that you actually did send them a message. It just won't show the message. So, but
Right.
It'll tell you, well, you sent them something. So then you just have to go back to your text messages on your phone,
Right.
which is nice because it's still kind of telling you how you reached out to them, which some people just forget, how, whether it was on, different social media platforms or what. So,
Right.
Yeah. Good deal. And Abby, thank you. Yes, sending your referral link. Yeah, it's so simple to do that from the app. So, and then, so I just think this is something that we really ought to start using more and more. This is what, technology, it's we don't need to make it harder on ourselves. We need to utilize the tools the company has given us. So I think, this is, again, something the company is continuously working on to improve. And if you go to the official LifeVantage page, Facebook group, like the official LifeVantage, if you're not on there, let us know, because that's a great group to be on. Corporate posts a lot on there, but you just type in LifeVantage app training, or just go to the app and go to the media, go to training. You can search LifeVantage app or the app, and it'll pull up the trainings. And Shauna Mucklow does a great training, really, especially for new people. So I'd encourage you to watch that, send it to your new distributors, like get comfortable with that. So anyway, I know we're a little bit over, but anybody have any questions or anything, or shall we close?
I have a quick question. So to update the app, do you have to actually go to the App Store, or can you just like update it by sliding it down inside the app? Will it update?
I think you have to go to the App Store, and just the App Store. Are you on an iPhone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So just go to your App Store. You know, you have the little like things that say what needs to be updated. So that's how I usually have to do it. I haven't been able to do it directly from the app.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, thank you guys so much for being on the call tonight. And all right, no other questions in the chat. So, all right, you guys have a great rest of your week, and we will be back on Monday. Thank you.